Shanti, sister, welcome.
Thank you, Shanti.
Greetings from California, USA, clear on the other side of the world. And thank you, Zoom, very much. And Baba, of course.
Yes, of course.
Right. So we are absolutely delighted to have you with this evening. And I'm just going to read a little bit from your bio here that the sister has sent this evening. And this is Sister Radhika. Am I pronouncing that correctly?
Yes.
My Hindi is
Yes.
not very good. And you are a motivational speaker and a spiritual coach of Raj Yoga meditation for relaxation and healing. And we are so looking forward to your class. This is something that it's a call of the times and very much needed in the world. And so, welcome, and we're looking forward to your class. Thank you so much for being here this evening.
Om Shanti, sister. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Om Shanti, welcome, Divi, welcome.
Om Shanti, sister, welcome.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti,
Shanti, sister. Welcome, sister.
welcome to Sacramento Center. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Radhika Ben, आप शुरू कर सकते. You can start now, and session is in English.
Okay. So, the topic being about Raj Yoga for healing and relaxation. I was thinking a while ago that if you really have to heal, it could be something of the past or something that is happening this moment, or it could be something in a relationship, or it could be healing even for the body. I remember having a conversation with someone a few years ago, and she happened to tell me what she's going through and how difficult it is, and so on and so forth. And then I was just thinking, and I was just sharing with her what she could do and what she could work on. And she was saying, there's only one word that I would want to come and ring in my mind again and again. And I think I'll be fine. If I have that word, I should be reminded of that. And then I think I can take care of myself. I asked her, what is that? What is that one thought that I think with which you can heal and relax and things like that? And she said, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, it's fine. In Hindi, they say, koi baat nahi. So the thing is, to be able to have a thought like that, it requires a whole lot of, a process of letting go and having that control and that strength. There's a whole lot of, things that are required to be able to experience that. I can tell myself repeatedly, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. But then if I don't believe it, I don't have faith in it, I don't think it's going to work at all. So to be able to tell myself it's okay, and to know that, there's a whole thing that in the world we're talking about the placebo effect. It's about, you're able to heal just with the thought, it's okay. I don't think there's anything wrong with me. I don't think so. I need to identify myself with this kind of a illness or a disease, or even in that process that when some people say, I've become like this because of this relationship. I've become like this because what has happened to me. So to be having that awareness that I'm more than what happens to me and more than what I contribute to the world, because I am this and I am that, and I've achieved this and I've achieved that. It can bring a whole lot of arrogance. And then it can hurt me continuously, because if I don't receive that kind of respect, if I don't, if people do not love me or understand me to that extent, so then again I need to heal myself. Or if I put myself down totally, like the other day somebody I was talking to, and for everything she would say that, the construction is going on in your house, the renovation is going on. She'll say, yes, it's going on, sister. And I said, did you choose the color? And what is it you were thinking about a color, in a color combination or something in the house? And she said, no, my husband is going to decide, my children are going to decide, because I'm not educated. For everything, she has to add that sentence. I don't think so. Her family really thinks in that way, nor do they have that kind of an attitude towards her. But she has developed that attitude where she keeps on telling us, I'm not so good, I'm not educated enough. I said, did you do this? I don't think so. What's happening with your son? No, he's a teenager, sister. He won't listen to me because I'm not educated enough. I said, most teenagers don't listen to their mothers, but that doesn't mean because you're not educated. So the thing is, when we get fixated on something and putting ourselves down, or we have an exaggerated self-concept that, I'm an overachiever and I can do this. So what happens is I can't heal. I can't relax, but there are too many thoughts. The moment you can relax is when you don't think too much. Somebody was asking me, who is a leader? And I said, a leader is someone who doesn't think too much. I can lead through life. I can take initiative in my life, and I can do the best, and I can make the worst into best also, if I can, take the right thought at the right time. That kind of self-control and that kind of faith, if I have, and I can only get by having beautiful conversations with myself and God. And that's what Raj Yoga teaches us. Yoga itself means a link with myself, a link with God. Now, until unless I do not know myself clearly, I do not know who I am, what I am, I don't think so I can have a very beautiful conversation with myself. Because it's all about what I have to do and what I have not done. Yeah. And where I went wrong, and how things have to be, about others, why people are the way they are. So we're not even aware of kind of conversations we have with ourselves. Just recently been having a young couple coming married for a couple of years, and she's working on herself. She's been very aggressive and very brazen about whatever she wanted to say, and she puts it across in a way that she thinks she's saying it in the right way, but the husband has put up with it for more than a year, and she's been hurting him. So she took a step back and she said, okay, I need to take care of myself and work on myself. So she started not saying things in a way that it would hurt the other person. And she's genuinely working on herself. Yeah, she's just about 26 now. And now the husband, who's been very tolerant and understanding and caring and and all that, has suddenly become very aggressive in the sense that he's giving it, for every small thing is getting very agitated, and he can go on for days together not talking to her because of some one small sentence which he didn't mean anything, like, yeah, I can do it later, no, I can't do it now, or something like that, something as simple as that. He's getting very agitated and very impatient with her. So the thing is I was just wondering, I was asking, what happened to you? I mean, you were the patient one in this relationship. So he said, sister, and I don't know what has happened to me. I was all fine, and then I'm seeing she's changing, but I don't have the tolerance now. Because whatever 2 years that he's gone through, and whatever he heard us speak to him, all that has got accumulated. And he feels he needs time to heal. So we think we're managing through life, we are being very nice and everything, but then we need strength to tolerate. It's not suppression. How much can we suppress? There's limit for it. We need to tolerate, and to tolerate we need strength. So the thing is, if we do not tolerate and we suppress, then we need a lot of time to heal. And there's so many thoughts that, it's very difficult to manage them. We can't control them. We can't tell ourselves that, no, I don't want to think this, I don't want to think that. No, I'm just thinking, which I don't need to think. Long back, I think much before I came to Brahma Kumaris, I happened to have take out some time to go to a psychiatrist who's run a small psychometric testing clinic. And so I would go help out the psychologist there. And I was not qualified. I was still studying. So I would help them out. I remember someone sitting there in a waiting area, and the doctor would ask me to be occupied. So he would ask me to talk to all the clients, his clients sitting out there, the patients, and jot down notes about them, So I would sit down and talk to them. I remember one gentleman, he was working on healing so much negativity about, his family members. And so I felt it as a very simple solution for all these negative thoughts. I must have been probably 20 or I don't remember how old I was. But then I told him that you should take good thoughts. And so I gave him a list of 20 points. I must have picked up some from some books, some self-motivation books, I don't know, self-help books. And I gave him those points and I said, you keep repeating these thoughts to yourself. You'll be fine. Now, if you have problem is negative thinking, you think positive. It's as simple as that. I was that naive, I really didn't understand how difficult it is. So then I thought I did the best job. And then probably maybe a month later, I see him still there. And then I go up to him and said, are you not practicing what I gave you? That list of 20 points, have you been not repeating it to yourself? Telling yourself. He said, I've been doing that, madam. I've been doing that every day, just like you told me. But it's all here. It's not getting to my heart. It's not, I don't believe it. I'm telling myself, but I don't believe it. So to believe something, I should know properly. Like if I need to believe in myself, and people say I need to believe in myself and to believe in God, I need to know. And when I know, it is strength. And that is when I can derive strength. So what I will think, I will believe. If I tell myself, I don't want to think this, I can stop it. I can put a full stop to it. Raj Yoga is a technique where I learn to talk to myself in such a way that I can convince myself. Because the basic premise is I start off good. It is not like I'm an angry person. I'm not a person who's jealous. I'm not this person who's, easily sensitive. No, I'm not all that. I picked it up on the way. I'm originally very beautiful. I am this life energy. I'm this point of light. And I'm the one who's love, peace, happiness. I am that originally. I don't identify myself as someone who's very angry, who's all these weaknesses, who have all these problems going on. No, I am a part of the solution, and I am that point of light. And I'm beautiful, I'm eternal. I start off with this premise, with this understanding. And with this knowledge, what happens is I automatically understand that I should belong to someone who's very beautiful too, who's so powerful. Just like I am love, I am peace, I should be the child of someone who is an ocean of love, an ocean of peace, an ocean of purity, God himself. So these conversations with God, what kind of conversations that I have with God, like we keep picking up this skills about how to communicate with others. There are a lot of books and there's a whole lot of training goes on in communication skills. I know a couple of youngsters just joined a company right now, and they said, I said, you've all already started working? And they said, no, Didi, we've not started working yet because almost 3 months we're going to get training. I said, what is it? Technical training? She said, no, apart from technical training, they are, focusing more on communication. How to communicate, how to, stay in the loop, how to make everyone be involved, how to take care of a team and so on and so forth. So there's so much we learn in how to communicate and how to connect to others. Yes. But the thing is, the more important, that's important, of course, but the more important thing is about how do I communicate with myself and how do I communicate with God. And I don't think so I can communicate with someone that I don't know very well. I don't think so I'll communicate well because, if you just introduce someone, we talk about weather. We'll talk about what's going on in politics or something like that, general talk. But then we can't really understand each other by that meeting. We're just acquaintances or just, somebody's introduced you. But if you really have a relation with someone, you just don't know how time would pass by. Where you meet your friend and then you don't know, you just look at the clock. Oh my God, it's been so long and we don't even know we've been spending time with each other. We just don't know the time went by. So the more we know, a lot of people tell me, sister, when I sit in silence, you ask me to sit in the meditation room, I just don't know what to think. And sometimes I can drop off to sleep, and sometimes I get all these thoughts which are irrelevant and, just base thoughts. It's not at all necessary. I keep thinking about it, and I can't concentrate. We can't concentrate because we don't know about ourselves too well. Knowing myself is not about how I look and what I do. As it said, I'm not a human doing, I'm a human being. I'm a being first. So being me, I should know about me. So if I am a point, that is, I am a point of light, and being a point of light means I am the one who's in control of this body and my life. And somebody was telling me the other day that how there is a little slope near the center that I am. We call it hills here. This is a hilly area. So this is called hills. So people have to come from the road up. They need to climb up. Quite a big, it's little steep, you need to climb up a bit. So there is this a mother comes and she's been meditating for quite a bit, quite a while now. So I don't know why, but her son is in a hurry or something. He always drops her down. Now she's got bad knees. So when she has to climb up and come. So I told her, why can't you tell your son to drop you a little bit, near the center? That because you have to climb up. And she says, no. He's on the way to work and I don't want to stop him. I don't want him to do that. I can climb. But he says, sister, you don't have to worry. I said, really? Don't worry. Because I really can take care of myself. I said, how do you take care of yourself? She said, I talk to myself. I'm curious, what do you talk to yourself? And she says, I tell my niece that I am the master. I am the soul. Niece, behave yourself. It's going to be little work here. You need to climb up. But then I'll take care of you. Once you're home, I'm going to give you a lot of relaxation. You can heal. I'll give you time to heal. I will not make you work too much. Behave yourself. For this couple of hours in the center. And they behave. What do I talk to myself? The more I understand I'm in control and I am that soul, automatically I'm able to take care of this body, of my life. Now, why is it necessary for me to think this about somebody? I don't need to. I don't want to. Why is it that I need to think that and have sleepless nights? No. I don't need this because I am originally loveful. Rajoga teaches this method to have these conversations where you're able to tell yourself no and you believe it. People repeatedly tell themselves, no, I should not think this, I should not do this, I should not say this. But they keep doing it. I have this couple who were, at the edge of divorce. And she'd come over to Hyderabad to her parents' home. And he's still in Delhi, another city. And so I called him and I said, she's been here for about 8 months now. It's time you come and take her. So I've convinced her, I've spoken to her. So he said, okay, sister, with a lot of convincing, he said, okay, I'll work on this relationship. I'll come. He's very hurt because he was very hurt because she would have her children. She has her children. So when he would come, she would not let him meet the children. He's visited 3 times and she's done the same thing all the 3 times. So he's very upset. So I told her, she's going to make you meet the kids now. Come. So he came. He's looking forward to meeting the kids. So I told her, control. Don't say a word. Don't say anything. Just pleasantries. Just exchange pleasantries. Okay? There's a first meeting, a proper meeting after 8 months. So she's sitting there. He comes and then he wants to talk nicely. So he's met the kids. He hugged them. He cried. And then he said, I sent you a message, Katie, right there from the airport. I just said, did you see it? That I just arrived. I think you didn't see that message. Very lovingly, he said. She looked at him and she said, after 8 months, you would message me. And that's it. He got up and he says, sister, I'm going back to the airport. I want nothing with her. Because this is what she's going to do. It takes a second to control it, to be able to have that 1 second of control and not, have all these feelings and everything that you've not healed yourself. Let go. So just, most times when children they don't like something and they don't eat it. And, they'll go put it in their parents' mouth, they'll put it in their plate. Because I'm not able to eat it, you eat it. So something we cannot manage. A lot of things we cannot manage. One thing is to let go or to surrender it to God. That you take care of it. I know what I'm thinking is not right. I know what I'm speaking is not right. I'm going to take strength from you. I surrender my intellect to you so that you make me powerful enough so that I know what to say when and what to say, what not to say. And what to speak and what not to speak, and how to convince without arguing. How to have that patience. And to connect to God is to remember. It's as simple as that. To remember. Like, a mother, she's traveling with me somewhere. At every place, like any place that we would go, and, we've been offered something to eat in some center, somewhere. And she would say, I wonder what my son is eating. He loves this. For everything, she'll remember him. So somebody who was there, she said, oh my God, you're so connected to your son. Now she's not there. He's not there with her. Not at all. And they're not, like in a place that they can go and meet it instantly. No. But then for everything, oh my God, he would enjoy this. Oh my God, he would like this. So all the time, she's connected to him. She's remembering him, remembering. So when you keep remembering someone, they say you're really connected. Even, there is something that is a conflict also. You keep remembering someone. Because there is so much that you've not attained from that person or something you're losing. But this remembrance is sweet remembrance. We're remembering God because He's your father, he's your mother, he's a teacher. So to be able to have that kind of a relationship, it's not like there is some God up there and he's very powerful and please God take care of this. No, this is a rightful relationship that I don't have to tell him what to do, but I take what I deserve. I take strength from him. I take patience from him. I take purity from him because he's a parent. He'll always give. However I am, whatever I am. But if I have to have a conversation with God or to remember him, it's very important. I need to have very high self-respect. So let us say, if I am a child of a president of a country, I don't need a secretary. I don't need someone to train me how to go and talk to him and what. Automatically, because he's my parent, I know what to talk to him. I don't need somebody's permission to go and talk to him. I don't need an appointment to go and take whatever I want from him. I don't need, to go and request, please give me this. Papa, Daddy, I want this. It's a rightful relationship. So what we should have with God is a rightful relationship. And the rightful relationship happens if I know him. I know him very well. I know a lot of, father-children relationships I've seen where they're very formal because they don't know him so well. I remember this girl, she would tell me repeatedly about her father. She would say, I don't like him. So that's a very, she would even say a word like hate. I hate my father. I hate him. I said, don't use that word. Why would you? Because he's a very responsible father. I mean, I know that he's been taking care of her, educating her, doing necessary things a father should do. But her expectations are that he doesn't come and sit and talk to me and ask me what I want. He has never spent time with me and so on and so forth. So she has all these expectations and she hates him. That's what she says. So I told her, have a conversation with him. Just sit and talk to him. Just say, and then see what he can tell you. And you ask him why you don't spend time with me. Something like that. She said, no, I'm not very comfortable sitting and talking to him. I said, how about writing a letter? Write everything. But there is a method how you should communicate with your father. First write all the nice things that he's done for you. He's your father. Write something nice. Then write all that is bothering you. And then in the end, you say that, the purpose of this letter is this, that I could connect you more better and something like that. Can you do that? She said yes. She wrote a 6-page letter. And in that, she's written the way that I told her and everything. And she gave the letter to her father and there was no response. And she's like, she has to leave back to another city for her education. She's just here for vacation. She's going back and she's agitated. She called me and she said, Didi, he's not spoken to me. He doesn't even mention about the letter. I don't know if he's even read it. I'm upset. I said, look, wait, because he just gave it yesterday. Let him process it. Maybe he's thinking about it, Just wait. And then she was leaving that day and he said, I'll leave you near the station. And she thought, okay, usually he doesn't, but fine, let him leave me there. So he went and dropped her there. And then she said, bye-bye. She said, no, I'll wait till the bus comes so that, I'll see you go. So he's just standing there. He usually doesn't talk. So he's just standing there. And then they could, just a while, the bus just arriving. And then he turned to her and said, name is Smita. Smita, I want to just tell you, something. And he said, what is it? He said, from my childhood, there are a lot of things I have not learned. Probably because I didn't have a mother. But apart from that, I have a lot of love for you. There's nobody I love as much as I love you. But the thing is, I don't know how to express it. I really don't. I'm sure You will help me in that. You will tell me how to express. You will teach me how to express. Would you do that for me, beta? Would you do that for me, my child? He said that. And she called me. She's crying and crying. She's already in the bus and she's on the way. And she's crying. And she said, what happened? Your father didn't have that conversation with you. No, sister, he had that conversation and I'm so grateful. I said, you have to know your father. In the same way, I have to know how capable God is and how much He loves you. To be able to have that understanding. And then to be able to take from Him, I need to love myself. That is the trick. If I don't love myself to that extent that He loves me, it's very difficult to take that strength from God. Either I will be oscillating between being arrogant or having inferiority complex. I'm putting myself down continuously, or I'm thinking I'm too great. And both are very interlinked. I have to have that state of self-respect. Knowing very well what my weaknesses are, knowing very well where I might have gone wrong and what the mistakes I might have made, being totally aware of all that and all the problems surrounding me. But I still take out this moment to recognize and to realize my self-worth and who I truly am. I'm not really all that what people think about me. I'm not really everything that just happened to me. Not really anything, but I am originally and eternally a beautiful being of light. And I use this body to communicate to this world. And because I am that special being, automatically what I through this body emits that, it brings out those qualities. And some people you meet, which is meeting them, you feel very good. They hardly speak also. Because they mean good. They intend good. And I don't think so they tell you, I mean good, I intend good, so you will feel good. No, they don't tell you that, but you feel it. So the thing is how I heal myself from within, in the sense that I let go everything that is not good for me, all that which is negative. If I let go, I can heal. If I'm able to take thoughts which are purposeful, which are useful, which are beneficial, which include good wishes and pure feelings for others, I can relax. And the moment I forgive, I can sleep very well. Somebody was saying, I'm not able to, sister, I don't know what happens. Somebody during COVID, he died. So she's like, sister, I'm not able to sleep. I keep remembering him. I said, but I think, it's been 2-3 years now. And what is bothering you really? She says, I really don't know what it, but the thing is, I feel bad whenever I remember him. I cry and I cry. I said, you miss him. So it's like I don't know if I really miss him in the sense in the missing. I know he's gone on, he moved on. He must be in a better place. I tell myself that, but I don't know what is wrong. I said, you know what? You let him go. That particular time when he went there, before he got sick, you let him go to that place where you did not put your foot down and said, no, you're not going there. This COVID is everywhere. You're not going anywhere. And you have to stay home. And I am very particular about it. And you have to wear your mask and this and that. You didn't do that. So you are not able to forgive yourself. And that's why you're not healing. So you need to forgive yourself. We need to find the root barrier. And not just the visible barriers, because, he's no more, I'm alone. No, there's something more deeper. The more you connect to God, the more you understand who you are and connect to God, what happens is I'm automatically able to understand my invisible barriers. That in depth, I'm able to have that clarity. What is really bothering me? This is not it. This person is not the problem. Something, some insecurity within me. And what is that? That clarity comes. God gives you that insight. We call it the divine insight. And with the divine insight, it in a second you heal. People take ages. He said, Sister, I need 6 months to heal. Somebody was telling me the other day. 6 months? Who told you it takes 6 months? Or what? Why not 1 year? Why so long? In a jiffy. Other day, somebody was telling me, Sister, I feel, I'm not respected enough. I'm not valued enough. I feel like a piece of furniture. I said, people can do a lot with you, like, make you do things and make you feel important and give you a role or give you something and make you feel that you're valued. I mean, all that is temporary again, because of course, people will try doing that. Okay, you feel you're not valued. Fine. Okay, do this, do that. I think you can only heal with what you talk to yourself and what you talk to God. You can only heal with that. Try it. The other day I was telling him, did you realize at all you've healed in just a couple of days? How?
No, it wasn't coming on. It said I had no internet.
If you had to make someone do something for you, respect you, that's a long, long journey. But this happened in a jiffy. And so to be able to have that understanding that I am the king. Raj Yoga means to have that awareness that I am the king. I'm the king of these sense organs, that I don't let myself be drawn or get carried away by what I see and what I listen and what I... Our very senior Dadi, Prakashmani, she used to say, a lot of people say that, if you listen from this ear, remove from this ear. Don't keep it within you. The Dadi Prakashmani used to say that don't even listen to it. Don't let it go in. Sometimes it gets stuck here. It won't go out from you. You don't want it to stay there, but it stays. So it's very important that I become the master. I can become the master only when I know how capable I am and how capable God can make me. And how capable He is to make me capable. Somebody wrote a letter to God. Usually people write letters, and when they say, dear God, or loving God, something like that. He wrote a letter, the most capable God. So, because I'm sure He's aware that how capable He can make you. The very beautiful Hindi song that we have, that you are so beautiful, Khubsurat bana diya, that you made us so beautiful. And that spark and that joy and that spirit that God can give, I don't think any human being can give you. And even if anybody gives you, it's so temporary. With all the due respect to all people who are giving, but then who gives it to everyone? So if I really said, what is the solution? If somebody is not listening, somebody is, creating havoc in my life, somebody is creating conflicts in my life, I need to take from God and give good wishes. And that I'm a part of the solution. I'm not a part of the problem anymore. I want to heal. I don't want to add on this baggage. I know, I want to have a very light journey. I travel light. So I would let the light of the soul, be spread around and the might of God to work through me. So I'll give the Jesus. Oh, there are situations that are bothering me, and I don't know what to do. God should make it all right. I don't let somebody I know, and a very senior sister told him, whatever problems you have, it will be okay. I mean, it'll be fine. Don't worry. He said, he told our senior sister, he said, sister, it's gone. There are no problems. He said, but I heard you have problems. It was in the newspaper about your company. He said, sister, the problems are there, but they're not here anymore. This is healing. So situations, I can't rectify them. Some people tell me, sister, I want to meditate, but once all these situations are rectified and dealt with, and I think that's when I can come and learn to meditate. I need to position myself in the right place of mastery. That is when I can look for solutions. That is when I'll find solutions. I can't be subservient to a situation and say, oh, the situation has to be rectified, it has to become something, and then I take it. It doesn't work like that. And no, it never works like that. So to be able to have this wonderful relationship, how do you talk to yourself? How do you talk to God? What are the communication techniques? The most important technique is love. How do I love myself? Do I love myself? Now, if I were to teach somebody that this is how you need to, I remember going to one hotel management institute and they wanted me to talk to the students there. And they told me, need to sit for a while because their session was going on. They were being trained how to smile and greet people, and hospitality industry, you should be very pleasant and amicable and all. So they were practicing all that, and I was watching and I said, how artificial can you be? How much can you smile without feeling it? Of course it looks okay, but you need to feel it and it becomes very easy. So how about having respect, real genuine respect? Nobody needs to teach you to smile and be very graceful and welcoming others. So, and I can't just say, okay, God is up there, I need to remember. No, it's not about just need to and should. No, I would want to. Because I as a child, I need to connect to my father. I need to. And I in the sense that I want to. And I want to take whatever he has. Because I deserve it. And the more I have this connection with myself and with God, I don't even have to worry. He'll heal me. He will heal. The other day, somebody was telling me, sister, I just was not able to sleep. And then I started talking to God. And I just felt that I am sleeping in his lap. God doesn't have a physical lap, but his love. Of course, he looks just like me as a point of light. He looks just like me. He's up there. He's not physically right here because he doesn't have a physical body. But the thing is, he can be there up there and yet make me feel that he's right next to me. That is the beauty of God. I happened to have someone who was going for a meeting, which is very tough. He's gone there several times, and each time he went, it didn't work out because that man had an attitude towards him, and he was not going to sign and get things done for him. So he would say, come back next week, come back 2 months later, So he's getting very, impatient. So He said, God, this time I'm not going alone. I'm taking God with me. And he told me, sister, I'm taking God with me. So really, how? So he said, and he told me when he came back, he said, you know how I did it? I'd have him next to me. So I would feel like, if I would be traveling with someone, what would do? I would talk to him, right? So I would keep talking to him in my mind, not like, to the air, but within me, I'm talking to him. And I felt that he's just next to me. I was traveling in the train, I felt he's next to me. Then when I arrived there and I got off the train and I was going to take a cab, and then I remembered, oh my God, I forgot God. And he literally, he went back to the train and said, God, please come with me. I forgot, to remember you. And he goes to this office and sits there. And then he said, God is right next to me. He sounded. And he said, God gets things done. We'll have a few moments of silence. We will practice this understanding that we have, this knowledge that we have. It has to come into life. Until unless we do not take time and apply some energy towards it, it can't happen automatically. We need to take our time for this. We're not used to talking to ourselves so sweetly. We're not used to talking to God. It's like we're bombarded with questions about things, about life. We always bombard ourselves with all that. Yeah. So how is it that it can happen naturally? Like, whenever I can, okay, I'll remember God when it is. No. Of course, this Raj Yoga meditation is something that you can do whilst walking, moving, talking, cooking, eating. You can do that, but then it needs a little bit of practice. Little bit. So when you keep doing that, then you can do it all the time. Because what are you doing when you're eating? And what are you thinking really when you're eating? When you're really alone and there's nobody there, what are you thinking? You can replace that. What are you thinking when opening a fridge? It will be just about 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds. Split of a second. I can be connected to him. I can have that little sweet conversation with him. So I call it drops of time. I pick up these drops of time throughout the day, here and there, here and there. I'm climbing up steps. What am I doing? I'm in an elevator. What am I thinking? Nothing really important, I'm sure. Of course, when you're working, when there's something that you need to put your intellect into, of course, that's a time that you need to give. But then, what are you doing when you're driving? Okay. You can be totally aware of where you're going and how you want to go about to maneuver your car through the traffic. But then you can connect. I remember being in Mumbai, and in its rush hour, and I'm thinking, oh my God, it takes how many hours to reach a place which you can go without a traffic in about 15 minutes? How long will it take? And it's like the car is hardly moving. And then I'm thinking, this is how it is every day? And that brother who was driving, he said, yeah, sister, every day. People commute 2 hours going, 2 hours back. I said, oh my God, this is too much. Of course, Hyderabad has a lot of traffic, but not that much. So then I looked out and then I see on all the cars how people are, in Hyderabad, there's little traffic that is on, and they create a whole lot of havoc there. And then I look into the cars and I see everybody's quite happy. You might wonder how they're doing this. And I'm saying everybody's doing this. What are they doing in their car? They know it's going to take a couple of hours to reach home. They have the playlist. They're playing their whatever music that they have and songs, and they're singing along and enjoying. It's a time to enjoy music happily. I can replace all that which is there. I don't have to get rid of any waste thoughts. I don't need to. I need to replace them with these conversations I have with myself and reminding myself of who I am and about God. It becomes very simple because I am a soul. I'm a child of God. Our Dadi Janki, our Dadi, who's a most senior Dadi, and who was also an administrator of this organization after Dadi Prakashman, she would always say, who am I? Whom do I belong to? And what do I do? I am light. I should take God's might and everything will be all right. That's what is Rajya. It's as simple as that. So we'll have a little practice of meditation, or rather a conversation. Sit back and relax. Let your mind go with the thoughts that I give you. If your mind wanders, don't worry, bring it back gently. Don't force yourself to think in a certain way. Learn, just pick up the points. Taking these few moments of time to talk to myself and to remind myself who I truly am. I gently remind myself that I am a point of light behind my forehead. I am the life energy, and I give life to this body. I'm eternal, divine, and true. I am the one who performs actions through this body. I am the master of this body. And I am the one who decides what to think, what to speak, and what to do. I have the control of all my sense organs, where I teach my eyes to see speciality in others. I teach my ears to listen, right things which heal me. And I teach my mouth to speak that gives happiness to others. For I am love. I am peace. And I am happiness. And that's exactly what I give to others. I gently ask myself, whom do I belong to? And where did I come from? With the eye of my mind, I take a journey, a spiritual journey beyond this world. I, the soul, I go beyond this body. And I travel towards the skies. I go beyond all the limitations of time, space, matter, and sound. Nothing stops me. and I fly beyond the clouds, beyond the sun, the moon, the stars. I feel light. I feel free. I fly till I reach the land of light, the home of God and all the souls of the world. In this land of light, I feel at home. And in front of me, I see God in His glory. A point of light, just like me, immensely beautiful, powerful, loveful. His rays of love, strength, and purity reach out to me, and I'm enveloped in His embrace. And I fill myself with His strength, with His might. And I tell Him, take over my life. Use me. And let my life be inspired. That I make a difference in this world. And slowly, I take my journey back through the universe, through the clouds, back into the room where you are, and behind the forehead. And at this moment, I send across good wishes to each one of them that I know, to my family members and friends. I see them all as souls of sparkling beams of light. I wish them well. I wish them strength. I wish them happiness. Most of all, I wish them to be under the canopy of God's protection. And I stay in this awareness that I'm a soul, child of God. Om Shanti. Thank you for listening to me.
Thank you so much, Sister, for joining with us this evening. This is beautiful, beautiful ending meditation. And I'm sure that if anyone like to unmute themselves and share how much they appreciated this evening regarding this.
It was really very good and amazing, sister. There were simple examples, but you know how with so much simplicity, you can just make the changes. And the situation becomes so complicated. But the
Yeah.
answer is very simple. So it was very, very good and enlightening. Thank you so much, sister, for your valuable time. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti and good evening, sister. I hope you can hear me. I
Yes.
loved the way you expressed everything so beautifully, so simply, so clearly. And it was just very enjoyable to hear you go through step by step of how to do 1, 2, 3. And you took us there and you kept us there while you were speaking. And it was beautiful. And I totally thank Baba for you. Thank you.
Drink.
Om
Om
Shanti.
Shanti.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you so much, sister. It was very, very clear, simple, and powerful. Examples were very, very good. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Good night, everyone. फिर कल मिलेंगे. Om Shanti.